What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to go over something that's really starting to pop up on the L5p scene, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it, and I want to give my insight to it and just dive into it a little bit deeper. So today we're going to be talking about L5p Glow Plugs. Now, the big thing now that everyone wants to do with their L5p is do a glow plug delete kit. Now, that's all well and cool if you live somewhere in California or Florida or somewhere where it's really warm all the time. You don't have to worry about cold starts. Up here north, when it gets like to 0 all the time, in the winter a lot, it's not the easiest on the trucks. As everyone knows, the hardest part on diesels is starting up in the cold. Now, they need the heat in the cylinders and everything from the glow plugs to get started up. So the big thing now coming to market is these glow plug delete kits, because apparently the tips of these glow plugs are breaking off into the cylinders and are causing your engine to nuke and everything like that. Now, my opinion on that is GM knows they have an issue with these glow plugs. They refuse to admit the fact that they're defective. I mean, this truck has 16,000 miles on it and it's already popping glow plug codes. So basically what you do when you take it in the dealership is they go in there, they just do a glow plug reset, and they tell you to go on your way. Now, that's all well and good, but the whole reason that these are starting to break off in the cylinders is because once it pops a code, they just keep resetting it, and eventually that plug is just already shot at that point. Basically, once you throw a glow plug code, the plug's shot. Just go ahead and replace it. You're gonna take it in the dealer, they're gonna reset it, and that's when you run into the issues of the truck or the glow plug dropping off in the cylinder and nuking your engine. Now, the whole point of the glow plug delete kit is that when you get that, it prevents the tips from breaking off. Obviously, if you have no glow plug, it's just a billet plug, so you don't get anything in your cylinders. Now, that's, like I said, that's all well and good, but the hardest part starting up on diesels is in the cold, and I think those glow plug delete kits are one of the most overhyped things right now for the L5p. I think they're a total waste of money. Basically, these glow plugs are super cheap as it is. So basically, if you ever just pop a glow plug code, just go in, replace a glow plug, and you're done with it. Just be on your way. The odds of it actually breaking off in a cylinder are very, very rare. That's only going to happen when you keep resetting it, and it's already a messed up, bad glow plug. Now, when you get into higher applications, like 1,000 horsepower plus, maybe, yeah, you start running into that issue at that point. But when you're in stock application like this, and you're only making like 700-800 horsepower, there's no need at all for the glow plug delete kits. I've been getting a lot of questions on that. Like I said, I think it's super overhyped in my opinion. So today, we're just going to go ahead and replace cylinder number 3 glow plug. Like I said, once you pop the code and you replace them, you're fine. Like, the odds of that breaking off in a cylinder are slim to none, in my opinion. When's the last time you've heard of someone that actually happened to? I've never heard of one person. Now, like I said, these companies are just trying to push out products and make money, obviously, and they're trying to push this on everybody. Like I said, I don't think it's worth it. So we're gonna go ahead here now, replace cylinder number 3 glow plug. I'm going to talk about the whole order of them under the hood right now, and then we'll go ahead and get the fender liner pulled, and then we'll dive into it. If you guys are ever looking at replacing any type of glow plugs, this is the order for them. So on the driver's side here, it is 2, 4, 6, 8. Then on the passenger side, it's 1, 3, 5, 7, starting at the engine forward, back. So the front's 1, next one's 3. Next one's 5, next one's 7. Same thing here. First one's 2, next one's 4, next one's 6, and next one's 8. This one's actually throwing it for number 3 glow plug. And so we got to drop the passenger side fender liner. And once you drop this fender liner, it's very simple to get to them. So I'm going to go ahead here now, pull the fender liner out, and we'll go about replacing it. And one thing that I did also before I pulled the truck inside was I let the truck sit outside and warm up, get up to temperature, just so the glow plug backs out a lot easier, because like anything in life, heat is your friend, and you don't want to be snapping these off, because it's literally a nightmare if you break these off in there, and you're not going to have time for that. So just literally let it warm up outside for an hour, let it get the temp, so when you back that out, it's nice and hot and just pulls right out. So without further ado, let's dive into pulling it out. I'm just going to show you guys quick too that the check engine light is on for it. I already read it with my computer. As you can see, it's on, so hopefully when we get that replaced, we will clear that code and it will stay off. Okay, so as you can see, the fender liner is off, and these are the glow plugs right there. That's 1, 3, 5 right there, that one, and that's 7. It looks like it's a 10mm bolt on the end to get that connection wire off. Once we get that off, I'll let you know what size it actually is for the glow plug. It should back right out. I'm curious to see what kind of shape it's in, but once we get it out, we'll throw the new one in, and I'll let you guys know the torque spec also. And yeah, like I said, it's just like literally like a 10-minute job. It's super simple to replace these. I sized it up on the back bolt just because it's easier to get at, and it looks like this first bolt is an 8mm. So I'm gonna go ahead and back that out, and then we'll get the actual glow plug out. Now that we got the 8mm out, it's looking like the glow plug is actually a number 10 socket, so we got a deep socket on a long extension. We're gonna go ahead and back that out, and then we'll examine what it looks like. Okay, so now this is smoldering hot. It actually worked out really well. I put it on there and it backed out super easy. This is very hot, so I'm gonna try to hold it the best I can. I mean, it looks like it's pretty burnt up. It's scorching hot still, so I'm not gonna try to touch it that much. But it doesn't look in bad shape. Like I said before, GM definitely has an issue with these glow plugs with the L5p, and they refuse to admit the fact that there is an issue with them. So I guess this was kind of what we have to do for now, just to keep the trucks going. I would assume at some point they would probably come out with a recall, but that's probably going to be a really long time before they fix that. So this is what we're left with to deal with now, just replacing them. It's really not that hard, so we'll go ahead and get the new one thrown in here. We got the new glow plug right here. It's a genuine AC Delco's glow plug for number 3 cylinder. Do me a favor, guys, and if you're ever replacing any type of parts on your truck, be sure to buy the quality parts, the AC Delco stuff. I mean, you have an $80,000 truck. Don't cheap out and buy like a $5 less part that's not AC Delco's or a genuine part. You don't want to be running into issues, especially something like the glow plug that literally heats your cylinder. You don't want the tip to break off or anything like that by running cheap crap. And if you're already in here, you might as well just do it right and just use the quality stuff. So without further ado, let's get the new glow plug in, and I'll let you guys know what the torque spec is once I get it in. And one thing that I forgot to mention too is be very careful when you're putting this in. Don't be smacking it off everything in sight. Just gently put it in there and get it tightened up. Don't over tighten it. Like I said, in 2 seconds I'll let you know the torque spec. So I'm gonna go ahead here now, get this slid in hand tight, and then we'll torque it. After doing some digging, it looks like either A, there's some mixed opinions about the torque spec of this. Is either 10 or 13 foot-pounds. 13 sounds more about right to me because there's not really many things on this truck that are torqued to 10 foot-pounds. So we're gonna go ahead here now, get that torqued to 13, get the wire reconnected to it so it actually makes signal with it, and yeah, we'll go from there. Start the truck, take it on a drive, make sure the code's gone, and I'll call it a day. Now we got everything back in and tight. What you want to make sure is that that wire coming off the plug does not touch the exhaust manifold in any way, because it'll probably burn right through that. As you can see, they're kind of close. And just make sure when you tighten it, when you hold the wire in place where you want it, and then just tighten the nut, and then it will stay right where you want it. Now we're going to go ahead and get the fender liner thrown back in, start it up, see if the code cleared itself. I assume it probably didn't. And then we'll get that cleared out, take it on a little drive, and make sure everything works like it should. Okay, so now that that's replaced, we're going to go ahead here now, start it, see if it actually went off. I doubt it went off on its own. I'm probably going to have to reset the code, but we'll give it a shot. Yep, still on. So what I'm going to do is he actually has an edge I'm going to mount up in here right now. Get that mounted up in here, and then we'll go ahead and read the codes on the edge, clear it out, and hopefully we're good to go. Got a few stupid codes. We're going to go ahead and clear all those out, and hopefully the check engine light goes off. This is the edge too, so it's a little bit slower. I forget how to use it. Clear. Alright, so let's take on a little drive and make sure that stays off and doesn't come back on. We've been driving for about 10 minutes now, and it hasn't come back on yet. Normally, it would pop up immediately the second you clear it, so all good. I love these trucks. The amount of torque in them is literally crazy, like how easy it is to blow them sideways. It's literally nuts. All right, now the final test is gonna be the remote start, because last time it kept coming on with the remote start, so give that a try. Perfect. See, that simple. No need for the glow plug delete. So that's about it for this video, guys. I just want to weigh in with my opinion with the whole glow plug thing. Like I said, just go ahead and replace the glow plugs. You don't have to worry about the tip or anything breaking off in your truck and detonating your whole engine. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like the content, be sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, alone in darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated.